Good evening and welcome to another De La Salle TV presentation live from De La Salle High School on Winton Drive in Concord, California. We have the De La Salle Spartans and the San Ramon Valley Wolves in this key East Bay Athletic League clash. Hello everyone, Pat O'Rourke with my partner Stephen Shea. We're looking forward to this matchup. We saw these teams meet twice last season. They split both of those meetings, and they now go up for the first time here in the 2024-2025 season. Some of the personnel has changed, but we still got two really good teams on the board tonight as the Spartans take on the Wolves this evening.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear me. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, both teams plan on being at the top of the EBAL. San Ramon, losing the Irish gangster Seamus Dealey. He took his talents and went and played some rugby now for Cal, and they are definitely missing his size and his leadership at the center position for San Ramon. But the rest of the cast is still really, really good. The Conley brothers are still unbelievable athletes that can take the ball to the rim and shoot the outside three. Mason Thomas, great point guard. Luke Isaac, really good, unbelievable, all EBAL guard who can score the ball from anywhere. So they're a dangerous team, and the Spartans really have to be on their game and play really, really good defense tonight to get out of here with a win.
No question about that. And don't be fooled by the Wolves' 10-6 record. 5 of their 6 losses have been to teams ranked among the top 25 in the entire state. Spartans come in 15-1. We'll have a chance to visit with De La Salle coach Marcus Schroeder coming up. You're watching on De La Salle TV.
My name's Luke Freeman, and we are the GMC truck supplier for DLS Athletics. And I graduated in 2018 from De La Salle, where I played football and rugby. Best victory was probably against St. John's. It was the first game of my senior season, and we came back after a big deficit in the first half and won the game. It doesn't get much better than that feeling to come from behind and end up taking over and winning the game. It's pretty good. It's definitely helped me to get where I wanted to be, going to Cal, and definitely helped me with my career and just knowing what you're passionate about, and whatever you're passionate about you can succeed in.
My name's Darren Anderson, and I'm one of the owners of Lemurs GMC. We have been in the community for going on 95 years now. We're one of the oldest businesses in Concord as well as the Bay Area. I am a De La Salle graduate from 1989, and I have 2 sons that are there today. We're very proud to be involved in the De La Salle community, and we want to extend an offer to all De La Salle community members to consider Lemurs when they're either buying a new or used car or having service on their GM vehicle.
I see you till I see in the dust. Them bones, them hopping bones, them bones, them hopping bones, them hopping bones. Now shake them skeleton bones.
Mortgage solutions designed for the Bay Area and beyond. NewFi is a national mortgage lender owned and operated by a DLS alumnus. Learn more by visiting us at newfi.com today. Go Spartans!
The business world moves fast. Armanino equips you to embrace change with confidence and agility, propelling you forward with 360-degree business insights and technology to crush the status quo. Armanino, possible redefined.
You wouldn't put somebody in a baseball game if they don't know how to throw, right? So why do we put kids in a car before they know how to drive? We want to teach them that foundational skill of how to drive that vehicle, how to understand everything that's going on around them, and what they need to be paying attention to before they get out on the road. So we're all about a safe start and building better, safer drivers.
Welcome back here on De La Salle TV. Pat O'Rourke with you. We're joined by Spartans head coach Marcus Schroeder as the Spartans go up against San Ramon Valley tonight. And Coach, really looking forward to this one. But first, let's talk about your EBAL opener on Friday against Monte Vista. You guys win that one by a 58-30 score. I mean, I looked back in the last 20 years of meetings with Monte Vista, 37 games overall, and there's only been 4 games where you guys were able to win by 20 or more points, and that was the 4th time this past Friday night. So that's a huge win for you guys. I mean, obviously great defensive effort, but what jumped out to you?
Yeah, well, first of all, that's great research by you. Impressive. Yeah, I mean, we defended. I mean, I think we gave up 12 in the first quarter, and then we gave up 30 for the game. So in the last 3 quarters, we only gave up 18, and that was kind of what separated the game for us. Second quarter, we got out in transition, and kind of that was where we went up 32-16 at the half, and again, we probably got 10 or 12 in the second quarter in transition. So we're a good transition team, and I think we just got to continue to emphasize that because it's good to get easy buckets, you know, and there's a lot of really good defensive teams in our league, and Monte Vista is no different. Coach Jones, those guys are always good on defense. You go back however long he's been coaching there, that's kind of their trademark. So sometimes we didn't score in the half court, but we got out in transition, and that was something that jumped out to me for sure besides our defense. So.
Go up against San Ramon Valley tonight. Obviously, we know how good they are. You guys had some good battles with them last season. Different personnel this year, still some of the same guys as well. But when you go up against San Ramon Valley, what's the number one thing that jumps out to you about them?
They're just a really dynamic offensive team. You know, they have a lot of weapons, and that's no different than what they've been. You know, last couple of years, they lost a really good passer and just a really good glue guy with Dealey, who one of the better players in the league. But they filled in with you know, the 2 Conley brothers, obviously Isaac and Mason Thomas coming back. They're really good. They have a lot of weapons. It's one of those games where, you know, there's not really a guy that maybe you can help off of too much. I mean, they can all shoot from the outside. You got to guard them all. You know, you got to guard them all, and they run kind of free-flowing motion, and so they're a difficult matchup for sure. And our defense will be tested. You know, our defense will definitely be tested tonight. So,
what about when you guys are on offense? You mentioned the transition. You like to see that get going as well tonight. But when you're in the half court, what do you guys need to do against them?
Yeah, I think just continue to play to our strengths. I mean, our strengths are, I think everyone knows, we got some size, you know, this year, and so we can put the ball in the post. But the great part about our team, and this is what has made us good so far, is we have a lot of different weapons. You know, I think obviously it starts with Alec Blair, but we also have an inside presence, and we've gotten some guys going on the perimeter like Bryce Patton, Ibrahim Monowar, Mitchell Herring, Brady Orr, Zach Arnold. All those guys, I mean, those guys can all hurt you. They're all really good players, and so that's what's made our team special so far, is we have a lot of different weapons, a little like San Ramon Valley. So you key in on Blair, and now here comes Bryce Patton hitting 4 threes against Monte Vista, you know, and that kind of broke the game open even more in the third quarter. So you key in on David Balogun, he's kicking out for a 3. So we got some different guys that can score, and yeah, we'll play to our strengths tonight for sure.
It's always a good battle. Spartans and Wolves coming up. You're watching on De La Salle TV.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, ortho care for life.
Rubino Counseling Services is proud to be celebrating 25 years of treating the mental health needs of teenagers, families, and trauma victims, including first responders in our community. Rubino Counseling Services is owned and operated by De La Salle alumnus Dr. Michael Rubino and Carondelet alumni Erica and Jessica Valley. We want to thank De La Salle for their continued support, and we look forward to working with you for years to come. Remember, call Rubino Counseling Services for any mental health needs at 925-827-9876. Special rates are available for De La Salle and Carondelet families.
When it comes to protecting your home or business, Bay Alarm has been bringing the best for more than 75 years. They offer professionally monitored security and fire systems designed to fit your specific needs. Go to bayalarm.com to get protected today. That's bayalarm.com.
SPM Properties Incorporated, based in Walnut Creek, California, has managed commercial and residential properties in the Bay Area for 30 years. SPM Properties Incorporated offers diverse real estate services, meeting the needs of Contra Costa, Alameda, and Solano counties. Check out their website for available rentals at spmproperties.com.
I've onboarded 100,000 people and seen firsthand how culture change saves millions and drives innovation. Our purpose? Helping organizations thrive by unlocking their talent's full potential. Uncommon potential, extraordinary results.
Mortgage solutions designed for the Bay Area and beyond. NewFi is a national mortgage lender owned and operated by a DLS alumnus. Learn more by visiting us at newfi.com today. Go Spartans!
And welcome back to De La Salle High School, along with Stephen Shea, Pat O'Rourke with you as we get ready for the start of this matchup, San Ramon Valley and De La Salle here on De La Salle TV. The Wolves, we told you, 10-6, but they've played top caliber competition. I mean, the 5 of the 6 losses have been the teams ranked among the top 25 in the state, and the one that wasn't was a loss to Los Alamitos, and we know how good that program is. So those are their 6 losses this year. They got a lot of talent in their team. The main guys that jump out here are coming back this year, the Conley twins, plus Mason Thomas and UC Irvine commit Luke Isaac.
Yeah, the kids can really ball at San Ramon. Good coaching. This group in particular has been playing together up on varsity since they were all freshmen. So a lot of these kids have been up playing at this level for a long time, and they've got a good synergy together. I watched them play against Salesian. They lost 70-68, and then I watched them play against Clovis North and Reardon, and the only team that really handled them because of their size was Reardon. They played Clovis North and Salesian, 2 of the top teams, really to tough ball games.
Yeah, so this is a good team. This is going to be a tough game, and they just came off a good win, as you mentioned, against Doherty Valley. I mean, that's a really good pro team that they held off the Wildcats despite 47 points from Jalen Stokes the other on Friday night.
Yeah, that team also is almost a mirror image of San Ramon this year. Those 2 teams match up really well.
And that's a good test for the Spartans because they'll be playing at Doherty Valley on Friday night. Here before the start of this game, we're going to honor a couple of former basketball coaches, Jim Werlow as well as Frank Allocco. Allocco just got inducted into the De La Salle Hall of Fame, and he is being honored tonight.
For the playing of our national anthem.
Happy to bring you the live rendition of the national anthem. I was going to say, tonight they're honoring Frank Allocco, who spent 18 years as the head coach here at De La Salle, led the Spartans to 17 league championships, 9 NCS titles, 3 NorCal championships, and 2 state championships. He was just 13 wins shy of 500 in his career, 487 wins, 71 losses, and 229-7 against league competition as well. And combined with his 167 coaching victories at Northgate, there you see Coach Allocco getting honored, and current head coach Marcus Schroeder embracing him. Allocco over 600 career victories in his career, the 27th coach in state history to do that.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough as a young kid to grow up in the Excel basketball camps that he started at Athenian and grew into his programs that he still runs today. Got to play on some all-star teams. Just an unbelievable leader, incredible coach, and really got the best out of his teams.
No question. You don't even have to be a player that has played for him to understand what kind of leader is. You mentioned he's a great speaker in terms of he's someone that people can rely on to speak about just about anything.
Yeah, his best talk he would give at camp is kids all have a brown bag lunch sitting under the hoop, and he's shooting, talking about the art of shooting a basketball, and he shoots for about 10 minutes and doesn't miss. And yeah, just an amazing guy. Brian Sullivan was his right-hand man, an incredible basketball player too. Also was an assistant coach here with him. But man, I love Frank Allocco. He was somebody who really made you believe in yourself as a player.
Second all-time in winning percentage at 87%. Also the only coach in California history to win a state championship at 2 different schools. And just a tremendous coach, teacher, Frank Allocco, being honored tonight. And he, again, just got inducted into the Hall of Fame here at De La Salle in October. You can catch that Hall of Fame broadcast presentation on our De La Salle Vimeo page.
People don't know, too, he went to Notre Dame, and he was starting in front of a guy named Joe Montana at quarterback. Got injured, and then this guy named Joe Montana stepped in, but he showed up tonight with his Notre Dame hat on, getting ready for this coming week when we win the national championship.
They play on Monday against Ohio State, no doubt. Coach Allocco will be good at that. Yes, I mean, in terms of somebody that could speak, he was, in fact, Peacock reached out to Allocco to talk on the series about the documentary series they did on Joe Montana or whatever. He was very vital in that presentation. So good to have him here with us tonight. And looking forward, it's a great game for him to come to. De La Salle, San Ramon Valley, can't get much better than this. You get a look at the San Ramon Valley side. Let's take a look at their starters for this evening. You see a lot of these guys returning players from last year, including Mason Thomas. He's the outstanding point guard, 5'10", senior. You got the Conley twins, Elliott Conley, 6'3", Thomas Conley, 6'4". And then you got Luke Isaac, committed to UC Irvine, first-team East Bay Athletic League player last year. He's a 6'3" senior, and they're all joined in that starting lineup by Brad Laird. He is a 6'6" senior.
Yeah, and Laird is trying to come in and fill in for Seamus Dealey, and he's a hustler. He crashes the boards, and he's got some size to him, but he's going to have his hands full tonight with De La Salle's front line. I mean, if De La Salle has an edge here, they got to keep these San Ramon guards out of the lane. They like to drive the lane and kick it out for their open looks at 3. And De La Salle's got to be cognizant of that tonight.
Get a look at San Ramon Valley head coach Brian Bottine. He's done a great job in his 11th year at the helm of this program. He's been with the program a lot longer than that. He succeeded John Rayner, excellent coach for a number of years at San Ramon Valley, and all he did is he took his team to a Division I state championship in his first year in the job. Last year they won a NorCal championship for the 4th time in school history. And a special hello to Brian's daughter, Taylor Bottine, who is watching our broadcast tonight. Homesick tonight. She's disappointed she can't be here tonight, but here watching on our live stream.
And they also played for the Division I state championship last year and lost to St. John Bosco. That was it was tough to stay with Bosco, but they did a heck of a job to take that team, what they did last year, all the way to the state final.
Yeah, Bosco team really, really good. And again, this year really good as they're ranked usually about the number 2 spot in the state rankings. Let's take a look at the Spartan lineup. Of course, you got Alec Blair. He just got introduced. The Oklahoma commit leads the Spartans and joined in the lineup by Ibrahim Monowar, 6'3" junior. You've also got Bryce Patton, 6' senior. And then Blair is joined in the front court. Blair, a 6'7 senior. He's joined by Braddock Chelsvig, a 6'6 junior, as well as David Bolligan, a 6'6 senior. Monowar, Patton, Blair, Chelsvig, Bolligan, the lineup for the Spartans, who of course are coached by Marcus Schroeder, the Spartan alum who played on that 2006 state championship team under Coach Allocco. He's the man in charge in his 4th season at the helm. 84 career wins, just 22 losses, almost an 800 winning percentage for Coach Schroeder.
Yeah, and San Ramon, you'll watch, they're going to want to push pace right away. They can fly. You know, you got the two Conley brothers, the Irishmen. They can really, really move. And Isaac and Thomas love to get it out and push the tempo. So De La Salle is more than, I think this year is one of De La Salle's best defensive teams. So it's going to be a really fun game. We've been looking forward to this since we saw the EBAL schedule, knowing that San Ramon last time they were here got the Spartans.
Elliot Conley's going to jump it up against Bolligan. Conley's got some great leaps, but he is out-jumped by Bolligan here, and Blair gives it over to Monowar. Spartans the basketball, wearing their home white, screen numbering and lettering. San Ramon Valley, of course, in the green jerseys with the yellow numbering and lettering. As Blair gets it down to the block, surrounded by Wolves players. He takes it up anyway, gets it blocked, taken away by Thomas Conley. Conley pushes, tries to kick it back out to Mason Thomas. Here's a long three by Isaac that's off the back iron. Chelsvig goes up for the rebound. Patton drives, can't finish. There's Monowar on the rebound, putting it up, drawing contact. No call, loose ball, taken by Thomas. So no score. Thomas, though, tries to change that. His three's off the mark. Bolligan the rebound.
Yeah, you can't give these guys open looks. They've given them 2 open looks.
Up and down we go. Here's Blair on the drive and a tough left-handed finish from that right side to get the Spartans on the board.
Yeah, one thing I noticed watching these guys play Doherty Valley is Doherty Valley was able to get to the rim a lot, so Spartans should try to do the same.
De La Salle takes the early 2-0 advantage. Here's Elliot Conley in traffic against Chelsvig and Bolligan, and he draws the foul.
And I can guarantee he hasn't seen anybody like Bolligan at the rim until just now this year. Bolligan will wait for you above the rim.
Elliot Conley goes to the line. He scored 15 on Friday night in the 81-75 win against Doherty Valley, the league opening win for San Ramon as he makes the first free throw.
Yeah, Elliot's a high flyer. He's great, probably one of the best athletes in the EBAL. And he can get up and he's like I said last year, he's hitting that third level and the elevator button quickly. He'll double hand flush on you in traffic.
Chelsvig the rebound, his second. Spartans lead it 2-1. We've played a minute 15. Monowar up top, feeds Chelsvig on the high right. Chelsvig moving to his left, hands it off Blair. Blair beyond the free throw line, leans in, passes off to the perimeter. This is Patton with 15 on the shot clock. He's working against Thomas. Good matchup here. Patton up top, Chelsvig, a three straight away is an air ball. So that will turn it over back to the Wolves. And Isaac, the 6'3 senior, will walk it up for San Ramon.
And you'll watch 35 will come and give him a screen here a lot of the times. They like to run a lot of screen action up top.
This is Thomas Conley working against Patton. Now Thomas against Monowar in the Spartan man-to-man defense. Thomas tries another three, and this time he hits.
Yeah, he had a great game here last year. And he's been on fire when I watched him play against Salesian. And Reardon, he's been unbelievable to start the season.
Good player. It's been playing on the varsity level since he was a freshman at San Ramon. Now a senior. Bolligan catches a nice pass from Chelsvig and finishes inside. Spartans draw even at 4. We've played 2:20. This is Thomas up top feeding Elliot Conley. Gets a pick from Laird, gets it back to Laird on the pick and roll. Too strong on the shot. Deflected rebound out to Monowar. Monowar pushes, feeds Patton in the corner. Now it's Bolligan. Spartans work it around the perimeter. Here's Monowar driving left to the lane. Tough fadeaway jumper, too strong. Bolligan tips the rebound to Monowar. Nice pass down to Chelsvig for the layup. Great tip there by Bolligan to keep the possession alive.
Yeah, I like Monowar better when he just goes all the way to the rim. That turnaround is a tough shot.
This is Isaac working against Blair. What a matchup there. Three by Conley in front of the Spartan student section's way off. Blair has his first rebound. Great feet ahead. Chelsvig can't finish. Isaac clears it for San Ramon.
That might have been tipped by Conley there.
Thomas, good stutter step on the drive. Lobs it up and misses it over ball again. Chelsvig get another rebound. Chelsvig, go ahead.
Go ahead, sorry.
Chelsvig filling up the box score already. 3 rebounds. He's got an assist and a bucket. Monowar over the left side of Alec Blair. Blair steps inside the foul line. Jumper from there is off the mark. Grabs his own rebound and his push shot drops through for his second bucket. Driving is Isaac against Patton, and he draws the contact.
And this is what San Ramon likes to do. Their guards like to push the pace, and then they like to drive in and try to get to the line, and they do that by drawing contact right there. I mean, he wasn't even thinking of really getting a shot off there. He was trying to draw the foul.
Spartans doubling up the Wolves. 4:10 to go in the opening quarter. Isaac trying to get in a scoring column for the first time, and he does. First team EBA All-Player last year. UC Irvine commit.
Yeah, solid guard, likes to score the ball, great finisher around the rim. He can get up and elevate and can shoot the three. He's got really good handles, and at 6'3", he's really, really quick.
And he reached 1,000 points for his career last year as a junior. Now in his senior season, he makes both free throws, and the Wolves are within 2. They had a couple 1,000-point scorers last year as Seamus Delay graduated. It was another one of those in that San Ramon basketball history. Here's Monowar over on the right side, feeding Patton. Patton working against Thomas. Works away from the pick, now goes back towards the pick. Feeds Monowar, who's looking for ball again on the post. Monowar of 10 on the shot clock, takes inside the lane. Gonna have to settle for another tough fadeaway. It's blocked by Conley. 5 to shoot. Now it's Chelsvig with 3 to shoot. He's got to put it up here with 1. He scores off the window. Spartans go back in front by 4. 4 already for Chelsvig. Nice feed down low. Laird catches and scores on the pass from Isaac.
Yeah, and that's San Ramon's bread and butter right there. When the guards work middle of the floor, if they can't get to the rim, they're always looking low block there. So Spartans should do better than that on that defensive series.
Spartans up by 2. Expect a tight game. It's been tight thus far. Here's Blair working off the dribble, getting tied up, and we'll have our first foul of the game called against the Wolves.
Yeah, and Elliott Conley sometimes can get in foul trouble, so they got to be watchful of that. If you're a San Ramon Wolf, you do not want to see him get in foul trouble.
3:04 to go in the first quarter. That's his first. Balligan and Patton have fouls for the Spartans. Here's Patton on the left wing. Blair on the baseline. Blair steps back. A tough 2 is an air ball caught by Laird. Pushing ahead, this is Thomas Conley. Can't score off the glass. Loose ball goes to Monowar.
Spartans try to get the ball to the low block.
Monowar on the drive, swatted away by Elliott Conley. The loose ball goes to Thomas Conley. He drives against Chelsvig, can't score. Loose ball rebound to Isaac, he'll put it in. And we're even at 10. Both teams with their same 5 starters out there. Over 2 minutes to go in the opening period. This is Balligan left of the lane, working against Laird, backing his way in. Jump hook over Laird. Missed it. Battles for the loose ball. It's a tie-up between him and Elliott Conley, and the possession arrow goes to the Wolves. First substitution of the game. Spartans bring in Brady Orr, the 6'3 senior, comes into the game as Blair takes a seat with over 2 minutes to go in the first. On the left side, Mason Thomas for San Ramon. Isaac on the baseline, up top with 15 to shoot. He finds Thomas Conley. Over to Laird. Laird's going to try a 3 here. And the rebound to Elliott Conley. You can see how high he can go up, and he scores the putback and draws the contact as well, and San Ramon Valley is in front.
Yeah, the Spartans better realize that these guys are going to crash the boards, you know, Spartans got to really rebound well here tonight. Spartans obviously much bigger on the front line, but San Ramon, like we talked about, they've been playing together a long time. They're a savvy group, and anytime they show up here, they're here to win.
Free throw misses. Deflected rebound goes to Monowar. San Ramon doesn't go too deep into their bench, but Tyler Smith, 5'11 junior, checks in. He's into the game as Laird goes out. Monowar with the basketball. Nice pass down to Balligan. Balligan in traffic, unable to score, but his putback is there. He's got his second bucket, and the Spartans pull even at a dozen.
Yeah, and you got to watch out for Tyler Smith, who checked in number 1. You do not want to leave him open from 3.
Left side catching is Thomas Conley, working against Balligan. Conley drives to the basket, can't get it to fall, and the loose ball rebound, Zach Arnold.
That was a sweet move by Conley right there. Got all the way to the rim. Almost made it go down.
Arnold into the game for Chelsvig. Him or Balligan, Monowar, and Patton. This is Monowar driving in the paint. Again, another tough shot, but this time it falls. First bucket of the game for Monowar. Spartans, 4 unanswered, go in front. There's about a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Final seconds of the opening period. Left side is Thomas Conley trying a 3 over Balligan. Deflected rebound, or couldn't grab it. Instead it goes to Tyler Smith. He feeds Thomas Conley. Conley on the drive. Good defense and the rebound by Arnold. 12 seconds to play in the period.
Yeah, you got to push it up.
Monowar with 7 seconds. Monowar spinning into the lane. Monowar with 3 seconds. Throws it up for Balligan, and his follow is in at the buzzer. Exciting action here in the opening quarter, and the Spartans will take a 4-point lead into the second. You're watching De La Salle TV. It's all presented in part by NewFi Lending.
Mortgage solutions designed for the Bay Area and beyond. NewFi is a national mortgage lender owned and operated by a DLS alumnus. Learn more by visiting us at newfi.com today. Go Spartans!
You wouldn't put somebody in a baseball game if they don't know how to throw, right? So why do we put kids in a car before they know how to drive? We want to teach them that foundational skill of how to drive that vehicle, how to understand everything that's going on around them, and what they need to be paying attention to before they get out on the road. So we're all about a safe start and building better, safer drivers.
Spartan basketball to begin the second quarter. Alec Blair's got it on the block for De La Salle. Backing his way in, gets it knocked out of his hands. His shot doesn't fall, but he got fouled. Blair on the floor with Chelsvig or Arnold, and into the game for the first time for the Spartans, Mitchell Herring. Foul goes against Isaac, his first. Isaac, Elliott Conley, Mason Thomas, Brad Laird, and Tyler Smith on the floor for San Ramon. 2 shots here for Blair.
Yeah, Spartans going to have to hit their free throws tonight. If this comes down to a tight game, it's going to be a difference of free throw shooting down the end here. So Spartans got to do really well here tonight on the line.
Blair comes in 54% on the season, 15.5 points per game. Misses the second free throw. Battles for that rebound, though. And the Spartans have the possession here, up 5. Chelsvig tried to get it to cutting Arnold. Pass deflected, ends up back in the arms of Chelsvig. He uses his body to get towards the rim, can't get the shot to fall. Arnold battling for the loose ball, and he draws the foul. Spartans did well rebounding in that first quarter, as that's the second personal foul on Elliott Conley.
Yeah, and Elliott Conley, Chelsvig knows Elliott Conley's on him, so he can't just turn and face and go up because Elliott will be waiting there. He can absolutely fly. So Chelsvig's got to go to work on that low block by being kind of savvy with how he pump fakes and see if he can get Elliott off the ground there. His brother just subbed in for him because of the 2 fouls.
Spartans out-rebounded San Ramon 14-8 in that first quarter. Arnold misses both free throws here, and this time on the rebound they're going to get Chelsvig for his first. Spartans 4 free throw attempts in the first 32 seconds of the second quarter, but they make just one of them. It's a 5-point game.
And then San Ramon's got a lineup in where they're going to try to get to the rim. These guards are going to get a screen and go, and if they have to, they'll kick it out for 3, but they're going to try to get to the rim.
This is Mason Thomas on the right side working against Brady Orr. Tries to throw it up off the glass. Can't get the fall. Chelsvig's been active. He's got 4 rebounds. This is Orr to his right. Mitchell Herring now. Chelsvig back to Herring. Herring thought about the law on 3. Still 20 to shoot for the Spartans. This is Blair against Thomas Conley. Arnold. Here's Herring to the free throw line. Pulls up, goes to the rim, and scores. Nicely done right off the bench by Mitchell Herring.
So he's got to stay aggressive tonight.
Spartans have their biggest lead at 7. Up top, Mason Thomas working against Orr. He's going to shoot over Orr and hit. Second 3 of the game for Mason Thomas. Spartan lead down to 4. Here's Blair stutter stepping on the drive, losing the basketball. Second Spartan turnover, taken right back by Orr, the first turnover of the game by the Wolves. Blair working against Thomas Conley. Kicks it out. Arnold in the corner for a 3. And the rebound goes to Laird. Spartans haven't made a 3-point shot yet. San Ramon's got 2, both by Thomas. This time he takes it to the lane, kicks it outside in the corner, finds Tyler Smith along the baseline, blocked by Chelsvig.
Yeah, get that out of here.
He continues to fill up the box score in this first half. Blair on the left wing. Puts it on the floor, working against Thomas Conley. Can't score, grabs his own rebound, and scores the second try.
Yeah, a lot of contact there. I'm surprised he didn't get the call.
Blair's got 7. Spartans lead by 6, over 5 minutes to go in the first half. Isaac to his right. Here's Thomas Conley to his left. Bounce pass. Feeds Laird. Now Thomas. Thomas to his left against Orr. Tough jumper is off the back iron. Rebound goes to Blair. Spartans have led by as many as 7, currently working with a 6-point lead. 4:47 to go in the first half.
See if Spartans can try to get to that low block. I mean, you got Allocco who's going to ask for the ball up top here, but it's wide open down low.
Herring feeds it on the right side in front of the San Ramon students to Orr. This is Orr taking it left of the lane. High arcing shot at the side of the backboard. Chelsvig there to grab the loose ball, and he's fouled.
Braddock just got to take his time and just, get a little meaner, I think. He's been a little, not quite going at full speed, or it just seems like he needs to be really, really confident when he catches the ball. He's tough to defend down low. You just got to be really confident and go score that basketball.
Averaging 6.7 points per game. Chelsvig's got the first free throw, already 5 points in this one to go along with his 5 rebounds.
And he can hit the 3 too, so he can hit that high screen, and if you don't get it, you can kick it back out to him. He'll hit the three from the top of the key. Both him and Balogun can hit that three.
Elliott Conley back in with 2 fouls as Tyler Smith goes out. And De La Salle's side, David Pachulia is into the game for the first time. Ibrahim Monowar and Bryce Patton also re-entered. Chelsvig makes 1 of 2, and the loose ball goes to San Ramon and Isaac. So Pachulia, Blair, Chelsvig, Patton, and Monowar. Here's Isaac on the drive against Blair, missed it, and Pachulia's got the rebound. Blair gonna pull up a 3 and barely grazed the rim. Isaac has the rebound for San Ramon. Here's Thomas, he's already made a couple threes. He uses that to drive this time and finishes with the left hand. And a timeout is called by Brian Bottine on the San Ramon Valley bench as the Wolves trim this lead down to 5 with 3:51 to go in the half.
And Spartan, the scouting report on San Ramon is, if you've got Mason Thomas or Isaac out front, don't fall for that pump fake. Let them. They want to get to the rim. That's how they make their money. And Thomas can go either side. Isaac can go either side. But Thomas loves the little shimmy. He likes to fake you and then go to his left hand, and he's just dynamic there. Isaac's almost the opposite. He works the right side of the floor, kind of shakes you baseline and comes back middle. And both of these kids, that's what they do the whole game, is they're trying to get to the rim and get to the foul line. De La Salle's got to bunker down and help each other and keep these guys from getting to the rim.
Spartan basketball out of the timeout. Spartans down by 5, or up by 5. They've led by as many as 7. Balogun is out there for the Spartans along with Patton, Blair, Monowar, and Pachulia, and this is Monowar on the right side. Handoff Blair. Blair bumped as he drives to the hoop, feeds Pachulia, 14 to shoot. Pachulia along the baseline, kicks it back outside. 7 to shoot. This is Monowar back to Pachulia. Pachulia again along the baseline. They're going to say he stepped out or traveled. 3rd turnover for the Spartans.
Yeah, Pachulia needs to shoot the basketball down there. Even his dad's making the shoot sign.
Isaac. You're always a little hesitant, I think, with those Conleys on the floor to shoot inside, the way they can jump and block shots. Particularly the guy at the ball right now, Elliott Conley.
Yeah.
This guy hangs in the air over Pachulia, can't get the fall. Balogun's got the rebound.
Yeah, Elliott has a nice crossover move, kind of gets to his bag in the middle of the key, and then if he gets to the rim, it's over. It's flush city.
Monowar to the high left. He'll feed Pachulia. Pachulia looking at Balogun, who's posting up.
Yeah, they need to go to Balogun. Balogun's ready to go to work.
Pachulia loses his man, can't hit the jumper. Mason Thomas the rebound, ahead to Elliott Conley, and he gets it to fall as he hits the deck. And a timeout called by the Spartan bench. As the Spartan lead is down to 3 at 22-19, 2:30 to go in the first half. We will keep it right here as you get a look at the Spartan bench.
Yeah, I think if I'm getting a feel for, how coach is, what his feeling right now is that David is sitting on that low block, and you can either toss it. You got to find him. He's open. They're trying to front him. Ironically enough, they did not front Stokes, right? So they kind of went to school because Stokes went off for 47 against him. They let Stokes catch it easily on the baseline, and he went to work. Today they're fronting our big guys, and the guards aren't throwing it over the top, and they should if they get a chance. Balogun can go to work on that low block.
So Spartans with a 3-point lead. Alec Blair with the basketball. He's got 7 of the Spartans' 22. Monowar to the Oklahoma commit. Blair working against Thomas Conley. Backing his way in. Stays in the lane. Can't get the short jumper to fall. The loose ball rebound to Thomas Conley. This is Isaac. This is Elliott Conley. Conley against Arnold, able to get it to fall, and Elliott Conley's got 7.
Yeah, and he got fouled. He got hit in the face there on the way to the rim.
So San Ramon Valley, who's trailed by 7, is now within 1. 90 seconds to go in the first half. This is Alec Blair. Blair, left of the lane. Again in traffic, tough fadeaway. Left it short, ball again tips the rebound, then Arnold tips it to Blair. Blair spinning around out to Monowar, and Monowar shuffled his feet. 4th turnover on the Spartans. The Wolves have just 1. Brady Orr is going to check in for Blair. San Ramon Valley a chance to take a lead here. Coach Marcus Schroeder talking briefly to Alec Blair in the Spartan bench. Here's a drive by Isaac along the baseline. Rimmed it out, and Arnold already 5 rebounds off the Spartan bench. Final minute of the first half. Spartans clinging to a 1-point lead.
Give it to Balligan on the block. It's crazy.
He's working against Laird. Big battle there. Here's Arnold. 20 to shoot. Brady Orr. Balligan, see if he does it off the dribble. No, he passes off Monowar. Inside 10 seconds to shoot. Patton with 6 on the clock, down to Balligan. Balligan, jump hook, can't get it to fall. Loose ball rebound, grabbed by Elliott Conley. And the Wolves can hold for the final shot of the first half, and a chance to go in front before the teams head to the locker rooms. Spartans led 16-12 after 1, now up by 1. Spartans just 2 made field goals in this second quarter. 6 seconds, it's Mason Thomas. Thomas goes to the rim and scores with 3 seconds. Long heave by Orr, the buzzers off the backboard, and San Ramon Valley, who trailed most of this first half, takes a 1-point lead into the break.
Yeah, disappointing first half, I think, for Spartans. They really didn't test San Ramon on the low block at all, and when they did get the ball to the low block, it seemed like in a rush and not staying calm and going in, getting into their bag and trying to, get the ball to go in with their big guys. Blair, actually great defense by San Ramon, and in particular Thomas Conley, I think, has done a fantastic job making Blair have to work really hard as Blair's trying to drive, and then he's being stopped and forced to kind of do some spin moves and either fadeaways, shots that he can't be right back at the rim in case they don't go for a follow-up. So I have to hand it. San Ramon, we knew San Ramon was going to come in here and give these guys a fight, the Spartans a fight, and they have. And they showed up here, this savvy group of guards that just really hustles, plays tough D. And, going into this second half, this is the last place you want to be if you're the Spartans. You don't want to be in a one-possession game with San Ramon because they've got a lot of kids that can get to the rim and also hit free throws late.
23-22, Mason Thomas, the game's leading scorer with 10 points to lead the Wolves, and we'll have more first half statistics coming up after this break. You're watching Spartan Basketball. This is De La Salle TV.
Trust the funeral directors at Diablo Valley Funeral Home to help you celebrate your loved one's life. Our staff can plan a variety of services and will assist your family no matter your budget, culture, or religion. We serve Concord and the surrounding area with compassion, dignity, and respect, providing full funeral services, cremation, pre-planning, live streaming, digital arrangements, domestic and international shipping. Diablo Valley Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1949. Proud sponsor of De La Salle High School.
My name's Luke Freeman, and we are the GMC truck supplier for DLS Athletics. And I graduated in 2018 from De La Salle, where I played football and rugby. Best victory was probably against St. John's. It was the first game of my senior season, and we came back after a big deficit in the first half and won the game. It doesn't get much better than that feeling to come from behind and end up taking over and winning the game. It's pretty good. It's definitely helped me to get where I wanted to be going to Cal, and definitely helped me with my career and just knowing what you're passionate about, and whatever you're passionate about you can succeed in.
My name's Darren Anderson, and I'm one of the owners of Lemurs GMC. We have been in the community for going on 95 years now. We're one of the oldest businesses in Concord as well as the Bay Area. I am a De La Salle graduate from 1989, and I have two sons that are there today. We're very proud to be involved in the De La Salle community, and we want to extend an offer to all De La Salle community members to consider Lemurs when they're either buying a new or used car or having service on their GM vehicle.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, ortho care for life.
Mortgage solutions designed for the Bay Area and beyond. NewFi is a national mortgage lender owned and operated by a DLS alumnus. Learn more by visiting us at newfi.com today. Go Spartans!
San Ramon Valley has a 23-22 lead over the Spartans at the halftime break, despite trailing by 7 points at a couple different points during that first half. Leading the way for the Wolves, Mason Thomas with 10 points. Elliot Conley's got 7, Luke Isaac 4, Brad Laird with 2. The Wolves outscored the Spartans 11-6 in the second quarter, after the Spartans outscored them 16-12 in the first quarter. Leading the way for the Spartans, Alec Blair, he's got 7. Along with 5 rebounds. David Balligan, 6 points and 4 rebounds. Braddock Chelsvig, 5 points and 5 rebounds. Spartans rebounded very well. We'll have more on that in a second. Ibrahim Monawar and Mitchell Herring each have 2 points. Spartans, though, just 2 of 6 from the free throw line. San Ramon Valley, 3 of 5 from the foul line. Also, San Ramon Valley has just 1 turnover in the entire first half. The Spartans have 4 of them. San Ramon is conceding on the glass, however. The Spartans out-rebounding the Wolves 25-14 in the first half. Again, our score 23-22 in favor of San Ramon Valley at the halftime break. We'll bring it back for the second half after this. You're watching Spartan Basketball. This is De La Salle TV.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, ortho care for life.
When it comes to protecting your home or business, Bay Alarm has been bringing the best for more than 75 years. They offer professionally monitored security and fire systems designed to fit your specific needs. Go to bayalarm.com to get protected today. That's bayalarm.com.
I've onboarded 100,000 people and seen firsthand how culture change saves millions and drives innovation. Our purpose? Helping organizations thrive by unlocking their talent's full potential. Uncommon potential, extraordinary results.
The business world moves fast. Armanino equips you to embrace change with confidence and agility, propelling you forward with 360-degree business insights and technology to crush the status quo. Armanino, possible redefined.
You wouldn't put somebody in a baseball game if they don't know how to throw, right? So why do we put kids in a car before they know how to drive? We want to teach them that foundational skill of how to drive that vehicle, how to understand everything that's going on around them, and what they need to be paying attention to before they get out on the road. So we're all about a safe start and building better, safer drivers.
Along with Stephen Shea, Pat O'Rourke with you as we get ready for the start of the second half. San Ramon Valley leading De La Salle by a score of 23-22. The Wolves outscoring the Spartans 11-6 in that second quarter. Spartans had just 2 made field goals and were 2 of 6 from the free throw line in that second quarter. Slog offensively, and we'll see if they can get started here offensively to start this second half.
Yeah, not the first half the Spartans wanted here to start, and they know when San Ramon comes in for EBAL game, it's going to be a fight. But once it stretched out to 7 points, I thought the Spartans were going to kind of push it out and get some leg room here in that first half. And so good job by San Ramon. They battled back, and gave Blair a hard time in that first half of scoring the basketball.
The Wolves will have the basketball to start the second half. Each team going with their same 5 starters. Ball again, Chelsvig, Patton, Monowar, and Blair for the Spartans. Isaac, Thomas, Laird, and the 2 Conleys for San Ramon. Elliott Conley couldn't handle it. Goes back to Luke Isaac. Now Elliott again. This is Mason Thomas, the game's high scorer, including that bucket with 3 seconds to go in the half. Here's Thomas Conley. Over to Elliott, 12 to shoot. Down to Laird, up top Isaac. He'll take the long 3, miss it long, and the rebound to Ball again. Spartans have dominated the glass, 26-14. They lead in the rebounding department. This is Chelsvig. Over to Blair up top. Ball again. Fakes a pass, takes it into the lane, gets tied up by Laird, puts it up, and the foul came first.
I like to see that to start. I mean, let Bolligan get aggressive and go to the rim.
All 6 of his points were in the first quarter.
Yeah, and I think if Bolligan just goes up with that, I know he stopped and spun again, but you can draw the foul there. There's a lot of contact right now.
Blair doing the inbounding. And they'll feed Monowar up top. Spartans down by a point. This is Chelsvig working his way in against Conley. Conley, good defense here, feeds Blair. Blair gets his man up in the air and flushes it home.
That's what the Spartans need to start off.
Blair's got 9. The Spartans back in front by 1. This is Elliott Conley. From the elbow, jumper over Chelsvig's way off. Blair, the loose ball. He wants to push. Ahead to Chelsvig. Blocked by Conley. What a block. The loose ball to Laird.
Yeah. Conley is such a sick athlete. That was unreal.
Here's Thomas on the drive. He can't finish. Ball again, the rebound. Still a 1-point De La Salle lead. Patton open for 3. Ball again. Skies for the rebound. Goes up and scores.
God, should have been an and 1.
Terrific start to the second half for Ball again. He's got 8 points and 7 rebounds. Spartans in front by 3. Here's Isaac, tough jumper. And the UC Irvine commit brings the Wolves back within 1.
Isaac's a baller.
It's a good program he's going to down in Irvine. Monowar feeds Chelsvig left of the lane. Chelsvig against Conley, goes up and can't score. Isaac the rebound, he's got 5 boards. The senior pushes, takes it into the lane, running right-hander, he gets it to fall. Pretty play by Isaac, and just like that, the Wolves with 4 unanswered from their leading scorer go back in front. Here's Blair trying to answer, he gets tied up by Isaac.
Yeah, there's just been a ton of contact. I know the crowd doesn't think that there's fouls going on here, but there's a ton of fouls. When both programs are going into the middle of the key, they're letting them push each other around, so it's going to be a physical second half.
That was the second one on Isaac as Blair works against Thomas Conley. Free throw line jumpers off the back iron, and there's Isaac, another rebound off a deflection. Isaac working against Monowar, almost got it stripped. Feeds into the corner right in front of the San Ramon students. Mason Thomas up top to Laird. Laird, 3, goes to Chelsvig on the rebound. 1 point Wolves lead. Here's Blair on the right side, feeding Monowar. And Monowar's pass is kicked by Isaac. That will reset the shot clock. Each side's got 4 points in this third quarter. We've played over 3 minutes of the period. Blair up top against Thomas Conley. Conley all over him, and he comes away with the takeaway. Conley pulls up for the 3. In and out, rebound, Elliott Conley, and he scores. Elliott Conley's having a nice game, and the Wolves have their biggest lead of the night at 3.
Yeah, the Spartans are just getting out-hustled. San Ramon taking the basketball and then going in and just fighting for the rebound.
Blair goes right by Conley this time and scores with left hand. He's in double figures, Spartans within 1. Isaac against Blair, tries to scoop in a layup. Balligan the loose ball rebound. 8 boards for Balligan to go off his 8 points. Patton on the wing.
I wouldn't mind Patton letting that fly right there.
He hit some big threes the other night against Monte Vista. Here's Monowar on the drive, can't get it to fall. Conley another board. Thomas pushing in transition. Mason Thomas sees an opening, goes all the way to the rim and scores. He's got a dozen, and the 3 again. And a timeout called on the Spartan bench by head coach Marcus Schroeder. He wants a full timeout. San Ramon Valley ended the first half strong. They start the second half well. They have a 3-point lead with 3:46 to go in the third. You're watching on De La Salle TV, presented in part by Epic Insurance Brokers and Consultants.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, ortho care for life.
Mortgage solutions designed for the Bay Area and beyond. NewFi is a national mortgage lender owned and operated by a DLS alumnus. Learn more by visiting us at newfi.com today. Go Spartans!
San Ramon Valley has a 3-point lead, 3:46 to go in the third period. The Wolves outscored the Spartans 8-6 in this third quarter. The leading scorers for these teams on the season, Luke Isaac and Alec Blair each have 4 in the quarter. Mason Thomas, the game's leading scorer, he's got a dozen. Spartan basketball out of the Marcus Schroeder timeout, sticking with the same 5 starters. Blair still working against Thomas Conley. This is Chelsvig up top. Now Balligan. Balligan spins his way inside the lane, goes up and can't score, too strong. Loose ball again to Isaac. He already has 3 boards in this third quarter. And San Ramon a chance to add to their 3-point advantage. Thomas against Monowar. Feeds Isaac. Isaac getting picks everywhere. Now working against Chelsvig. Wants to take him off the dribble. Instead passes left side to Thomas Conley. On the block, they'll feed Elliott back to Thomas. Now Elliott Conley again. He'll try to 3. Miss it way off. The rebound to Chelsvig. It went off the backboard, the rim, and then came to Chelsvig. Spartans still down 3.
Give it to him.
He looks at ball again, but instead shies away from him. Here's Blair. It's Monowar along the baseline. In traffic. Can't get the fall, but he drew the foul.
Yeah, Spartans either going to have to go to the rim aggressively. And when I watched the Doherty Valley game, the way Doherty Valley hung in there and really outscored San Ramon for 3.5 quarters was their guards were driving and being aggressive, getting to the rim and getting to the middle of the key and getting fouled. And San Ramon actually had trouble with that action. And to San Ramon's credit, De La Salle's kind of playing on the outside on the perimeter. They're come up on ball screen once in a while, but they're not testing San Ramon at the rim as often as they want.
Monowar's an 87% foul shooter, but he misses the first and makes the second. Spartans as a team are 3 of 8 from the line. They're down 2. 2:32 to go in the third. Isaac feeds on the left side to Thomas Conley, and his 3 is good. The third 3 of the game for the Wolves team. Biggest lead.
Yeah, and that's Scouting Report 101, man. I mean, that's what they do.
And Thomas Conley commits the foul. That was his first points of this game. He scored 20 on Friday in the win over Doherty Valley, including 11 in the fourth quarter of that game.
He was the MVP of the fourth quarter by hitting shots just like that. When Thomas and Isaac go to the rim and get it taken away, they kick it out, and he just hit threes. I think he had 3 of them in the fourth quarter.
This is Monowar on the right side. Spartans looking to get going here offensively. They feed Blair. Blair working against Elliott Conley. San Ramon's shading their defense that way. Blair spins his way around. Tough left-hander. It gets it to fall.
Yeah, that's just that's next level basketball there by Blair.
Yeah, no way defending that. He's got 13, 6 in the period. Spartans down 3. Here's Isaac feeding Laird. Laird against Ballgan, goes up and can't score over Ballgan, and Ballgan grabs the loose ball.
Nice move by Laird, though. He almost got that to go.
Yeah, everything but the finish. Here's Chelsvig down against Elliott Conley, backing his way in, spinning around and scoring off the glass.
Yeah, and he did a lot of that last year, where that last move right there where he seals and then uses his size to get to the rim. Nice job there by Braddock.
4 unanswered by the Spartans. De La Salle's within 1. Over a minute to go in the third. This is Thomas to his right. Now Isaac against Monowar, 13 to shoot. Tough elbow jumper. Doesn't make it, but Laird's there for the loose ball. He can't get the ball. Chelsvig clears it.
Yeah, now push.
Here's Patton on the push. Hit the backboard, and then the loose ball deflected out off of ball again.
Yeah, that was a little crazy there by BP. He needs to, be calm and finish that. He's a good enough athlete to rise up there, and he's got to be calm and try to finish that.
Tyler Smith in for Laird on the San Ramon side. For De La Salle, Mitchell Herring and Brady Orr check in for Patton and Monowar. And San Ramon's going to bring in another player. Samuel Avalos comes in for the first time. He was on the Wolves football team. He checks in for Mason Thomas.
He played great against Salesian. He came in and played great defense. He can really, really move, and he's physical. You cannot push him off of his line. If he picks the line, he's not getting pushed off of it. He brings the football mentality.
Zach Arnold also into the game for Chelsvig on the Spartan side. 40 seconds to go in the third. San Ramon up by 1. Here's a drive by Elliott Conley, and the finish for Conley.
Yeah, the Spartans got to put somebody a little more physical, I think, on Elliott Conley. He's going to his left hand, too, so push him to his right hand.
Second Wolves player in double figures. He's in 11. Mason Thomas has 12. Luke Isaac has 8. Spartans are down 3. Shot clock is off. Final seconds of the third. Spartans were down 1 at the half. Here's Blair with 7 to shoot. Final seconds of the period. Blair steps into the paint, stutter step, and finish. Way to use his pivot foot, and that does it for the end of the third quarter. The Spartans were down 5. They're back within 1. Each team scores 13 in that third period. We head to the final 8 minutes. It's a 1-point game. You're watching on De La Salle TV.
Mortgage solutions designed for the Bay Area and beyond. NewFi is a national mortgage lender owned and operated by a DLS alumnus. Learn more by visiting us at newfi.com today. Go Spartans!
The business world moves fast. Armanino equips you to embrace change with confidence and agility, propelling you forward with 360-degree business insights and technology to crush the status quo. Armanino, possible redefined.
San Ramon Valley, a 1-point lead after 3 quarters, just like they had a 1-point lead at the half. Spartans have Orr, Herring, Arnold, Balligan, and Blair on the floor to start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Spartans got to play really good defense here and get some good looks going to the rim. Use the big guys, try to muscle and get to the rim.
This is Mitchell Herring, down to Blair on the block. He's working against Thomas Conley. Blair scored 8 of his 15 in that third quarter, and here his tough shot can't fall. Conley can't grab the rebound. They say Blair touched it last. So San Ramon Valley working with that 1-point lead. They trailed most of the first half, but took a lead with 3 seconds left in the half on Mason Thomas's bucket, and they've led most of this second half. In fact, they've led all of this second half up to this point. 7:25 to go. Thomas off the dribble against Orr, draws the contact against Orr and gets the shot to fall, and Mason Thomas continues his huge game. 14 for Thomas, a second-team All-EBAL player last year.
Yeah, and his dad played here for the Spartans. He's a savvy guard, man. He's really smart. He can finish from either side. He's got great handles. He can shoot the basketball from outside. He's a really, really nice player.
He gives San Ramon Valley a 4-point lead with that end one as Brad Laird checks back in for Smith.
I'll have to ask his dad why he's not a Spartan after the game.
Chelsvig back into the game for the Spartans, joining Blair, Balligan, Herring, and Orr. It's been tough going offensively for the Spartans. See if they can get a good fourth quarter here against this high-caliber San Ramon team. Balligan on the block, backing his way in. Good pump fakes and finish with the jump hook.
Yeah, I'd be going to that often.
Balligan's in double figures. He's got 10 points and 9 rebounds. Spartans within 2. This is Thomas Conley against Herring. Continuing to maintain that dribble, steps all the way to the baseline. Tough shot from there is off the mark. Balligan the rebound. Now he's got a double-double. Herring ahead to Orr.
Yeah, Orr's got to look at it.
Balligan on the drive against Laird. Finishes. Woo! And the Spartans pull even at 39. 4 unanswered by Balligan. He's got a dozen points. This is Thomas feeding Isaac. He'll try another long 3. Balligan tips the rebound, and it goes to Thomas Conley. A new set for San Ramon. Here's Elliott Conley against Chelsvig. Now Laird. Mason Thomas wants to reset for San Ramon. He's had a good night. Again, he's been playing varsity since he was a freshman here at San Ramon. Here's a tough two-point jumper that's good. And Mason Thomas continues to feel it for the Wolves. He puts them in front with 5:39 to go. So we've got a whistle in the backcourt.
Yeah, he almost got that turned over there by the Spartans. Thomas getting to his bag early with a little shimmy and shake, gets to his sweet spot. He loves to kind of shake you to sleep and then get to that left side of the floor. He thought he was maybe going to go, and then he just elevated for a sweet jumper mid-range. Nice shot.
Patton and Monowar back in for the Spartans as Orr takes a seat along with Herring. This is Bolligan on the left side.
Yeah, BP's got to stroke that. That was nice right there.
Here's Monowar, guarded tightly by Isaac.
Yeah, give it to the big man.
Bolligan continuing to try to post up Laird. Blair looks at him. Blair takes into the paint, gets his man up in the air, then goes up and can't get it to fall. Bolligan saves the loose ball. High in the air, it goes towards Blair, and then Chelsvig grabs the loose ball and puts it in. Another terrific play by Bolligan, and there's also a whistle.
Yeah, he's fouled, and it's an and one. What a play by Bolligan. Ball's going out of bounds. He knew to throw it up high because the Spartans had a size. I don't know if they're now they might wipe it off here. I don't know what they're going to do, but here's the replay right here. They go in.
Well, that was the end of the third quarter.
Oh, okay.
Or the end of that first half.
Don't know what they're talking about right now.
I'm wondering if maybe they thought it might have been a shot clock violation when Bolligan went to save that loose ball.
I didn't hear the horn go off.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if the shot clock reset there. And it is a shot clock violation. So yeah, the shot clock should have been. I think they made the right call here. I think it looked like the final second of that shot clock was going down as Bolligan saved that ball.
That's all right.
So that takes away the basket.
Yeah, everybody's hustling. Great play. I mean, it was fun to watch. Clock ran out on the Spartans. The Wolves playing tough D, man.
So no basket. And it's San Ramon basketball. The Wolves still working with a 2-point lead. Luke Isaac working against Monowar. Isaac to the elbow. Outside he'll find Thomas. Thomas against Blair. Pass deflected out of bounds by Monowar with 9 on the shot clock.
Good D by the Spartans. You could tell the Wolves like to run on-ball screen action. And Isaac and Thomas are the ones that really try to get the ball and try to get in their bag and go to work. And then they'll kick it out to the Conley brothers for a 3.
Here's Thomas Conley. Tough shot, and the rebound goes to Monowar. Monowar pushes ahead, up top Chelsvig, thought about the 3, instead steps left of the lane. Blair,
give it to him.
Was open in the corner and then goes to the other side. And again, Spart's not getting it down to Bolligan as he'll go up and set a high pick for Monowar. Monowar left of the lane, outside Chelsvig along the baseline. 11 to shoot for the Spartans. Chelsvig from the block to Monowar with 5 on the shot clock. Try to go back to Chelsvig, and it's going to be an offensive foul.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to drive there, go up and score that. Monowar is a great finisher around the rim. He's a big, strong athlete. Go up and try to finish that. Don't get cute down low. You got great athletes on San Ramon that are playing unbelievable defense tonight, and they're going to put their hands in the passing lane. So
Spartans have 6 turnovers now. That's not a huge number, but it's huge when you look at the fact that San Ramon Valley has just 1.
Yeah, nice job by San Ramon tonight, keeping control of the basketball.
3:52 to go. Wolves working with that 2-point lead. Isaac against Monowar. Uses his off arm. Blocked. Great defense by Monowar. Loose ball to Bolligan. Another chance for the Spartans to draw even or perhaps take the lead. They have not made a 3-pointer tonight. This is Blair. Blair off the dribble, goes to the basket and scores off the glass. First points of the fourth quarter. He pulls the Spartans even at 41. Timeout, Marcus Schroeder, 3:19 to go. This game is all even in this key East Bay Athletic League clash. You're watching on De La Salle TV, presented in part by Golden State Orthopedics and Spine. All tied up, 3:19 to go. Spartans have outscored San Ramon 6-5 in this fourth quarter. Knew this was going to be a tough game. These teams have played competitive games against one another. 6 of the last 8 meetings have been decided by single figures. Mason Thomas up top working against Monowar. Passes off to Isaac. Still 20 to shoot for the Wolves. Isaac sees an opening, goes to the rim, can't get it to fall. The ball again tips the rebound, but it goes to Elliott Conley. He can't finish, grabs his own rebound a couple of times, and whistle blows and say the foul will be on the floor against Balligan.
I mean, all the loose balls tonight have been, the Wolves have just figured out a way to end up with the loose balls. So credit to the Conley brothers who are just on full hustle mode tonight.
Still tied at 41 on the inbounds. Luke Isaac took his eyes off the ball and it trickled off his hand into the San Ramon bench. Just the second turnover of the night against the Wolves.
Yeah, that'll be the only time that happens this year with Isaac. He's got really good hands. Spartans catch a break.
Blair's had to work against Thomas Conley tonight. He's got 17 points as Blair. He goes off the dribble here to the rim, scores the basket with the foul.
Wow.
Elliott Conley tried to draw the charge, didn't get there in time, and Blair puts the Spartans in front with 2:39 to go. Here's the replay.
Look at the way he jumped out to the right, forcing the ref to kind of have to give him that call. I mean, if he had gone straight into him, that would have been a charge. He was there.
Yeah, Conley still sliding there, and Blair converts the three-point play. He's got 20. More importantly, he's given the Spartans a 3-point lead. Spartan fans and students chanting defense. Loudest this gym's been tonight. This is Mason Thomas against Monowar.
Loudest this gym's been all year.
Thomas trying to work off a pick from Laird. Feeds Laird up top. Laird against Balligan. Lost the handle on it. Monowar dives for the loose ball. Keeps the possession alive. No, they're going to say he traveled.
Oh, wow, I don't know about that. He's sitting on the ground. He's not rolling around. That's not a good call for the Spartans, unfortunately. I guess maybe they say he's moving his legs around, but I don't know. I mean, if you're seated on the ground, you can pass the basketball.
Big call with 2:14 to go. It keeps the ball with San Ramon Valley.
So San Ramon Valley, what they like to do here is they like to, like we've seen all night, they like to either let Thomas or Isaac get to their bag. They want to try to go to the rim and force a foul. If for some reason the Spartan big guys are waiting for them and they take it away, they'll kick out for a three. The other thing they do is they'll overload the same side with Thomas and Conley on the same side, or excuse me, Thomas and Isaac on the same side, and get some action, like, one guy's going to the rim and an easy kick out. So the Spartans got to do a good job here. They're switching on these screens, and all of a sudden somebody like a Balligan is on Luke Isaac, and that's a tough cover right there because Isaac can fly. Same thing with Thomas. Thomas can really fly. So Spartans got to talk to each other here, play really good defense, and then rebound the basketball. I got to hand it to the Wolves. They've out-hustled the Spartans tonight for loose balls. I know that the rebounds have gone Spartans' way, but the loose balls have got to have gone the Wolves' way tonight.
Mason Thomas been the only Wolf to score here in the fourth quarter. He has scored 5 of his game of his San Ramon high 17 points in the fourth. Isaac has 8 points tonight. 4 of them came in the third. Here's Thomas in the drive, blocked by Monowar. Loose ball to Elliott Conley, back to Thomas on the wing.
Great defense by
the shot
Monowar.
clock reset for some reason. It shouldn't have reset. Here's Thomas, 3. That's off the back iron. Chelsvik skies for the rebound.
Nice rebound by Chelsvik.
He's got 9 of them tonight. Spartans have a 3-point lead in the basketball. We're inside 2 minutes to go. San Ramon fans now chanting defense. Up top, Chelsvik working against Conley. Monowar to Blair as the Spartans run a little weave. This is Blair left of the circle, working against Thomas Conley. 10 to shoot for the Spartans, 1:32 on the game clock. Blair on the ISO with 5 seconds to shoot. Kicks it out, Patton, corner 3. Rebound deflected off a Bolligan's hands. He saves it off a Wolves player, and it's Spartan basketball.
Wow, what a play by Bolligan. Bolligan knew that he was not going to be able to get to the basketball, so he hit it off Isaac. Unbelievable. What a play.
Here's the hustle play by Bolligan. Look at that. He's just saved it off of Isaac right in front of the Spartan bench. What a play.
Isaac looked back and said, "Where did you come from?"
And the Spartans have a new shot clock with 1:21 to go. Still working with that 3-point advantage. They were down 1 at the half. They were down 1 entering the fourth quarter. They've trailed by as many as 5.
Go to Bolligan, man. Go Bolligan, low block, baby.
Monowar to Blair. Blair down low, gets pushed off the baseline and draws the contact. Goes against Thomas Conley, his second. Second team foul on the Wolves. A new shot clock again for the Spartans with 1:10 to go. And Brian Bottine calls a timeout on the Wolves bench.
Well, you excited about EBAO basketball? I mean, is this awesome or what?
Yeah,
I mean, we haven't seen the gym packed full of the kids. It's been a little quiet here during the break. Spartans are ranked, top 6, top 7 in the state?
6th by Cal High Sports, 9th by Scorebook Live.
And, have played some really good competition and also had some games where, the whole bench got to play. San Ramon, on the other hand, has just played one after another tough teams, and you can tell they're battle-tested. And if there's anything that we're watching tonight, that means that Friday night at Doherty Valley is going to be a ball game too, because Doherty Valley was up for 3.5 quarters against San Ramon and really gave it away at the end by trying to press, and the kids got tired late, and San Ramon was able to get to the line and get some easy buckets. So
it's a brutal 2-week schedule for the Spartans. They got this game tonight at Doherty Valley on Friday, and the MLK Classic here is on Monday. They go up against Sunny Slope of Arizona. The next night, they play Dublin at home here. Dublin's ranked 20th in the state. And then next Friday, they're at Amador Valley, and then they play Costa Mesa down in the Nike Extravaganza the Saturday after that. So these next couple of weeks, high-level competition for the Spartans. They try to preserve this lead with 1:10 to go as the inbounds goes to Bolligan. Now Alec Blair up top working against Thomas Conley.
Oh my God, Bolligan was wide right now.
This is Monowar. Bolligan still working against Laird.
Give the ball to him.
23 to shoot. We're in the final minute.
There he is.
Bolligan still working against Laird. Laird trying to front him now. Monowar up top. The lane a little bit more congested. Bolligan comes up high. The pass to Blair knocked away into the backcourt by Conley. 6 to shoot for Blair. Working against Conley with 3 on the shot clock. Tough jumper, good! Alec Blair does it again!
Dang. Baller's ball, baby.
15 of his 22 in this second half. Spartans a 5-point lead. Isaac drives, the foul on the floor before the shot.
God, Isaac's a baller too. I mean, did you see Isaac threw that ball? It could have almost hit off the roof.
Almost brought rain.
46-41, 25.2 left.
The inbounds from Thomas Conley. He'll feed Isaac. Isaac on the baseline, another tough runner. That's way off. The loose ball to Laird, and Laird scores inside and draws the foul as well to get this down to a 3-point game with 21 seconds left.
Yeah, unlucky for the Spartans there. That was just a hope and a prayer. Air
Patton
ball, and Patton unfortunately hit it right to Laird.
So Laird goes to the foul line. The Wolves as a team are 4 of 6 from the charity stripe. They can cut this to a 2-point game and a timeout called by the Spartans.
Looks like San Ramon's going to bring in Tyler Smith. He's a sharpshooter, number 1. So they're going to have a bunch of kids on the floor that can stroke it from 3.
The Spartans have dominated the glass tonight, but they've got to make sure if Laird misses his free throw to grab this rebound, because clearly the Wolves will be in a position to foul. If so, even if a made free throw, they'll be in a position to foul. And of course, they've got good ball hawks defensively as well when you talk about the Conley twins, as well as Isaac as well. So we'll see how the Spartans can handle these final 21 seconds as they try to preserve this lead. Spartan soccer team tonight playing a tough game at San Ramon Valley as well. We'll have De La Salle soccer on Thursday night when the Spartans host Doherty Valley. That will be at 6:30 here on De La Salle TV.
Spartans got to rebound the basketball here. If the ball comes off, they cannot let San Ramon get another loose ball here. They got to get the ball, and then obviously with 21 seconds left and a 3-point lead, I think San Ramon most likely will try to foul. And so who do you put the ball, who do you pass the ball to on an out-of-bounds play? Do you go to Blair right now for a forced free throw? I mean, I also like Balligan on the free throw line late in games, or Patton.
So Laird to shoot 1 and trying to complete the old-fashioned 3-point play. And he missed it. The rebound goes to Blair, and Blair is hacked after grabbing the board.
Yeah, we kind of knew that was coming, right? They're going to stop the clock. We're still only, how many fouls there?
Yeah, that's
3. So Blair's going to take the ball out of bounds. I would like to see Balligan up here because he's got such a beautiful free throw.
Coach Bautine's bringing back in Tyler Smith along with Samuel Avalos, as they know they're looking for a steal, and if they don't get the steal, they're looking for a foul here. Down by 3. 19 seconds to go. The inbounds goes to Monowar. He is fouled. That one goes against Thomas Conley, his 3rd. Still the next foul will put the Spartans at the free throw line. Spartans down most of the second half. Huge 4th quarter to go in front as Monowar catches and gets fouled. And that's the guy the Spartans want at the free throw line. He's 1 of 2 from the line tonight, but came in at 87% on the season for a Spartan team that is shooting 68% from the line.
And I think we talked about at the start of this show and game, we talked about if it comes down to free throws, you got to make your free throws late. EBAL the last few years has proven that.
Spartans are just 3 of 8 from the line tonight. And Monowar makes the first to make it a 2-possession game with 17.5 seconds to go.
Yeah, I would move everybody out of there. I don't think you need to stay in there and get a cheap foul right now, but Spartans staying in there.
To make it a 5-point De La Salle advantage. Monowar sinks it. Big time shots by the junior.
Did he just call a foul? He just called a foul.
Wow, a foul on the made free throw, a foul on Balligan.
And I don't know if we can re-see that. I mean, we were just talking about the fact that the Spartans could have pulled everybody out of there. Balligan was saying that he kind of flopped on him there.
So now San Ramon goes to the line. Thomas Conley, who has not shot free throws tonight, but hit some clutch free throws in the win against Doherty Valley on Friday, will shoot 2 here to try to make it a 1-possession game again. And that's the worst foul that can happen for the Spartans, obviously, because no time comes off the clock. The clock's still at 17.5 seconds, which is what it was when Monowar shot his 2 free throws. First free throw good for Thomas Conley.
Yeah, I was surprised Spartans kept the big guys in there.
Conley to make it a 3-point game, and he does. Apologies with our scoreboard. It's actually 48-45. Just 17 and a half seconds to go. The inbounds goes to Monowar. Monowar grabbed in the backcourt and spun around by Avalos, and Monowar will head back down to the other end. But really all this time, only 3.7 seconds have gone off the clock since the Spartans inbounded at the time before to Monowar.
We're in the same spot. We just entered a portal, a basketball portal.
15.8 showing on the clock now. Again, Monowar trying to make this a two-possession game. And he does with that first free throw.
Surprise Spartans keeping him in there again.
And Monowar gets the roll on the second free throw. It's a 5-point De La Salle lead. 15 seconds to go.
No threes, no threes.
Here's Isaac over Blair. His three is an air ball, loose ball to Patton, and he is fouled with 7 seconds to go.
Great game tonight. You know, we knew San Ramon was going to come in here and give the Spartans everything that they had, and they really did. They really almost out-hustled the Spartans for loose balls. I know the Spartans out-rebounded them, but they're supposed to. Really good game by both teams. Patton missing that first free throw.
Patton usually makes these. He's an 84% foul shooter on the year.
He's kind of a difference maker for De La Salle. He didn't really get his three ball going tonight.
Makes the second one. The Spartans have not made a three tonight. They lead by 6, 7 seconds to go. Here's Thomas, a long heave off the back iron. The rebound goes over the backboard. That's automatically out of bounds, and that will do it. The Spartans trailed a good portion of this second half. They were down 1 entering the fourth quarter, but they're going to go to 2-0 in East Bay Athletic League play as they defeat the Wolves by the final of 51-45. And the Spartans improved to 16-1 as they got it done in the fourth quarter. Alec Blair scoring 7 of his game-high 22 in that final period. 15 of his 22 came in the second half. We'll bring it back after this for the totals. You're watching Spartan Basketball. This is De La Salle TV.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, ortho care for life.
You wouldn't put somebody in a baseball game if they don't know how to throw, right? So why do we put kids in a car before they know how to drive? We want to teach them that foundational skill of how to drive that vehicle, how to understand everything that's going on around them, and what they need to be paying attention to before they get out on the road. So we're all about a safe start and building better, safer drivers.
The business world moves fast. Armanino equips you to embrace change with confidence and agility, propelling you forward with 360-degree business insights and technology to crush the status quo. Armanino, possible redefined.
When it comes to protecting your home or business, Bay Alarm has been bringing the best for more than 75 years. They offer professionally monitored security and fire systems designed to fit your specific needs. Go to bayalarm.com to get protected today. That's bayalarm.com.
I've onboarded 100,000 people and seen firsthand how culture change saves millions and drives innovation. Our purpose? helping organizations thrive by unlocking their talents' full potential. Uncommon potential, extraordinary results.
Welcome back to De La Salle. The Spartans win by the final score tonight, 51-45 over the San Ramon Valley Wolves. The Spartans were down 23-22 at the half. Each side scored 13 in the third quarter, so it was a 36-35 Wolves lead entering the fourth quarter. But the Spartans turned it on there as they outscored the Wolves 16-9 in the final period. Alec Blair leading the way, 22 points tonight. He had 8 in the third quarter, 7 in the fourth quarter, including a key and 1, and he finishes with the game high 22. He also had 7 rebounds tonight. David Balgan had a double-double, 12 points, 12 rebounds, 7 points and 9 rebounds for Braddock Chelsvig. Ibrahim Monowar had 7 points, including 4 of 4 from the line in the fourth quarter, 2 points for Mitchell Herring and 1 point for Bryce Patton. For San Ramon Valley, leading the way, Mason Thomas, 17. He'd had a great game tonight. Spartans, though, did keep him quiet the final 3 or 4 minutes. 11 points for Elliot Conley, 8 for Luke Isaac. Spartans shut out Isaac in the fourth quarter tonight, and he finishes with 8. Usually he's got a much higher score tally than that, does the UC Irvine commit. 5 points for Thomas Conley and 4 for Brad Laird. From the free throw line, the Wolves are 6 of 9, the Spartans 9 of 15. The Wolves just 3 turnovers. The Spartans had 7 of them, and the Spartans out-rebounded San Ramon 42-28, which was a big number we kept track of. They were up by double figures in the rebounding tally in the first half. Wasn't as much of a difference in the second half, but overall the Spartans did a good job on the glass tonight.
Well, I got to hand it to Alec Blair on the defensive side. He played a great game against Luke Isaac, holding him to 8 points tonight. Luke Isaac is a 20-plus scorer night in, night out, so it's tough to score on 6'7", long and lanky Inspector Gadget arms in your face all night. So that proved to be a really good point for De La Salle. But I really thought the MVP once again for just all the ancillary things that have to happen for you to win a basketball game was David Bolligan. David Bolligan made some incredible plays with his spin moves and pump fakes and getting to the rim, and then late with some unbelievable defensive plays. And but overall, Spartans, like you and I were talking about at the beginning, and you just mentioned here at the end, no three-pointers for the Spartans. When the Spartans hit 3, 4, 5, 6 threes, they can really stretch it out on teams, and they did not get their shots off tonight. So San Ramon, they had a scouting report. They were not going to let the Spartans just get free looks. It's exactly how San Ramon likes to play, right? Push the ball middle, kick out, get open looks. I think both teams played really good defense tonight.
Well, yeah, and it's interesting when you look at the three-pointers because that was some kind of the factor last year. Remember, the Spartans defeated San Ramon during the regular season, but in the EBAL playoff final, San Ramon won here, and they limited the Spartans in the three-point shooting as they had 4 last year in that game, which was a pretty low number for them. And this time, again, like you said, 0 tonight, but they win despite not making a single three-pointer. And that's obviously positive, and you talk about as far as to win without the 3. But in most cases, when the Spartans go up against a good team, you expect or you think they're going to need a couple of those 3s to fall.
Well, and then let's talk about, I thought it was great that you mentioned all the things that are coming the Spartans' way here, like such a tough schedule. Maybe you should tell everybody what we have again, because this is going to be an incredible stretch of basketball in the next 7 to 10 days.
Yeah, it's from now until next Saturday. They've got this tough game tonight. You've got another tough game at Doherty Valley on Friday. After that, we have the MLK Classic. We'll be broadcasting all the games on Monday here. And at the MLK Classic, they will play Sunny Slope of Arizona, a top caliber team that the Wolves played this year at the Damien Classic at Damien. Then the next night after the MLK Classic, the Spartans are home against Dublin, who is the second highest ranked EBAL team in the state this year.
I didn't know that.
And then that following Friday night, they'll play at Amador Valley, and the next day they'll play in the Nike Extravaganza against Miracosta. So that's something that, those are really tough games starting tonight. You're talking 6 games over 11-day span here, and that's just against top caliber competition. No gimmies in there either.
I don't know. Just get taped up really tight, and just leave that tape on for about 7-8 days. Man, it's fun. this is kind of a dream for us basketball fans, is this kind of stretch right here. You notice this year we're not doing home and away. The teams have decided to play, outside conference, a little more action that way. And there are some home and away battles inside the EBAL if you look at it, but Spartans really don't. Spartans just have their set schedule, play everybody once, and then have these other games with outside competition. So it's an exciting time of the year. I think now we'll get the students in a loud gymnasium. I think that helped the Spartans play inspired defense down the stretch to have their student body kind of in full force for the first time this year.
Looking forward to this action over the next several days. Our next De La Salle TV broadcast Thursday, Spartan Soccer going up against Doherty Valley. That's at 6:30 right here on De La Salle TV. Again, great job by our director and cameraman, Tim Banks. For Stephen Shea, I'm Pat O'Rourke signing off. The Spartans win tonight over San Ramon Valley, 51-45. The Spartans improve to 16-1 and 2-0 in league play. You've been watching on De La Salle TV. Have a good night.